Good morning from Your Best Car in Kent. My name's Ben. I'm from one of our two UK branches. We're in Cranbrook, 10 miles outside of Tunbridge Wells, or just a 40-minute train commute from London. Our other site is in Buckinghamshire near Marlow, and combined we have over 600 5-star reviews. So please check out our website to see those reviews from our happy customers and of course the rest of our fleet. Before I get into the walk around, I'd just like to answer the two most frequently asked questions that we get here, which are: do we take part exchanges and do we offer finance? The answers are both yes and yes, we will take your part exchange. We can even pay off outstanding finance on your current car. Then on top of that, I'm thrilled to say that we are industry beating with our low APR finance rate. So if finance is the route for you, then please get in contact with us, or you can visit our website yourbestcar.co.uk, where we have a finance calculator at the bottom of every advert. So whether it's PCP or HP that you're after, you can input some numbers to that calculator, adjust the filters below, find something that works for you, then there'll be a finance breakdown of that contract before you hit apply. So this is the walk around video for our new shape Audi Q3 S-Line, presented in Kronos Grey metallic exterior paint. Yes, this is the much sought after facelift of the 2019 Q3 model. It has the 1.5 litre petrol engine producing 150 brake horsepower and equally as impressive, capable of achieving up to 54 miles per gallon. So you're getting the perfect blend of performance and economy returns. It's Euro 6 compliant as well. The S-Line edition gives you the upgraded and unmarked 19-inch diamond cut alloy wheels down here. Now what do I mean by unmarked? There's no sign of curbing, there's no scratches, there's no scuffs on any of these alloys. They're all in fantastic condition and they look just like the two that I'm pointing out now. You may have noticed as well from the photos that we've got Continental tyres all around. If we look at the side profile, you'll see that there is rear privacy glass, so it's like tint to the windows from the B pillar backwards, and then chrome window surrounds to match the chrome roof rails. When the car's locked, the side mirrors are folded in, and then once you turn on the electrics and ignition, the mirrors will pop back out for you. So onto the inside, first of all, let's have a look at the seats. These are the part leather S-Line sports seats. These are actually one of my favourite seats because you've got a fabric backrest, meaning a full leather seat upholstery doesn't get too cold in the winter or too hot in the summer. So you've got a nice blend there. These front two seats can be heated as well. That is found within the climate controls. And then the driver has a leather wrapped, flat bottomed, again S-Line, multi-function steering wheel. You've got your paddle shifters tucked behind for switching it into your manual mode. So this is a semi-automatic gearbox. You've then got cruise control tucked behind here. Your voice control, hands-free buttons, multimedia buttons. You've got your digital your virtual Audi cockpit, which I'll show you in just a second. And then on the new shapes, you get this state-of-the-art touchscreen in-car entertainment system in the middle. The interface is very handsome and easy to use. And then below you've got your dual zone climate controls, as I briefly mentioned earlier. So let's have a hop inside and run through some of the features. Of course, I've included photos of the interior within the adverts. You might have already seen a lot of this, but let's run through as much as we can in this video. So let's turn down the volume. So as I've said, it is a fully touchscreen interface. This is our home menu, and you've got a second page as well. So if we just start on this first page, radio, FM, AM and DAB radio is built in as standard. In terms of your other multimedia, you can connect up via Bluetooth to play your own music. You can also connect up via USB or aux to play music. And if you've seen one of the photos, I've connected up via Apple CarPlay too, and that is done via Bluetooth. But don't worry if you haven't got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, you can still play your own music through USB, through Bluetooth, and you've also got built-in satellite navigation as well. So here's your sat-nav built into the Audi system. A big perk of it being the touchscreen is you can move the map around, you can pinch and zoom, and as you may have already noticed with the facelift, this new interface is extremely responsive. There's no issues with the screen. Everything's looking good. So next, telephone. So again, if you haven't got Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, don't worry, you've got your built-in hands-free section, so you can connect up via your mobile or via a SIM card. Your phone book will be on here. You can make calls and take calls. You can use the buttons on the steering wheel too to help you out. Your phone button and voice control you can use here. So you can keep your phone tucked away whilst driving, of course. Then onto car, this just has your general vehicle settings. It will tell you if there's any issues with the car, if your tyre pressure is low, if a service is due, that can be found on settings and service just here. Then you've got your Audi driver select mode, so as you'll find on a lot of the Audis, your comfort mode, your efficiency mode, so great for your motorway driving, but you've also got that sporty kick in your dynamic mode as well. Then you've just got some general vehicle settings on here, and as to the second page, some additional applications, so your weather app, your messages app, your news app, and then you can customize this how you like. Then down below, as I've mentioned, your dual zone climate control, so you can have separate temperatures for the left and right hand side of the car. Of course, these are your temperature gauges. Here is your middle intensity, and then here are the directions. You've then got your seat heating for the left and right hand front seats, intensities of 3 for both sides. Down below here, this is your volume button for your multimedia. Here is just another way to get to your driver select mode. And then you've got buttons to turn off your traction and start-stop function. Just under here, some more storage. I've left your lock and wheel nut down there for your own convenience. And then a couple of USB ports. You've got one regular USB and then a USB Type-C port. And then down the center console, your electronic handbrake with auto hill hold, and a couple of cup holders. And then some more storage underneath there. Back over to the steering wheel and the Audi virtual cockpit. So here we can cycle through various settings and multimedia functions on the car. We do this by pressing on the left-hand side of the steering wheel. So if we look through the middle, we've got a fully interactive display. Of course, we've got our speedos on the left and right-hand side. If we press our view button, we can either collapse or enlarge the sections on the left and right. This just shows we need to replace the battery. If we go over to the multimedia section, we can see what is connected up. One more to hands-free, and then one more to your navigation. And a big plus is the map view. So of course, if you don't want to get too distracted by the screen in the middle, you can have your sat nav with a large, wider view through the middle. So that's it for the front cabin. Let's have a look at the rest of the car. Of course, back here we've got the exact same seat upholstery, the part leather, part fabric. You've got plenty of room in the back of the Q3. The rear seats can actually be collapsed. And then if we just take a step back, you can see we've got plenty of headroom, plenty of leg room, and you've got air vents in the back as well. Moving around to the rear, the privacy glass extends all the way to the rear. We've got a power tailgate, so we can press the button on the face to open it like so. You will be getting a parcel shelf, of course. And then in the back, plenty of room. Under here, you've got your false floor / extended storage, so if you need a little bit more room, you can do so. I can show you how these rear seats flatten. It's really easy. You pull on this toggle here. You might need two hands. This might be a struggle holding the camera with one hand, but you get the idea. You might have already seen from the advert photos what this looks like. It's really easy to do. You do the exact same on the other side, and you can actually adjust the tilt of it, but you can flatten these seats by putting on this toggle here. So if you're interested in buying the Audi Q3, then please give us a call on 01580 712 115, or you can send us an email to sales@yourbestcar.co.uk. As I mentioned at the beginning of the video, we take part exchanges and offer finance packages. So if either of those options apply to you, then please let us know. We're all accessible on iMessage or the Meta platforms, so Facebook, Instagram or WhatsApp. So if you have any questions or queries about our vehicles, or you might have some details of your part exchange you'd like to send over, then please feel free to message us on those platforms instead, if it's a little bit more convenient. So thank you for taking the time to watch this video, and best of luck with your search for a new car.